Nice timing, good. Hello, 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 and welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion, how do? Says Juan Bon. Hello, Juan Bon. Welcome to another stream where hopefully we get to have some fun. We did a lot yesterday, so let's just hop into it. I'm gonna say hi to everybody that is also saying hi in the chats. Welcome in. Dukasoft was negative first, and Mojo was actual first. Dukasoft gave us a couple of jokes, and it's probably because Dukasoft wasn't going to be here for the actual start of the stream, and that's completely okay. Oh, I have the timer that I was helping Big Gamey with last Tuesday, and I was testing it out to kind of hopefully help him with setting his timer thing up, and now it's just sitting there on the wrong scene. Countdown. Do the countdown. So I have no idea how to move it. It doesn't look like I have it set as a browser source. Do I? Slipstream group, playing song group. Maybe we won't be able to do anything. Cameras, guest star, display window, Twitch stuff, behind everything. Why is the timer showing up? I have it set to the starting screen only anyway. What even is that section called? That section is here. Oh, I don't like this. How do I turn it off? Please, I want to turn it off. That would be chat. Help. Help, it's stuck. It's stuck and it's not gonna let me turn it off. Oh, my Bobby. Let's go back to starting screen. See, it's so weird. OBS has, this is the OBS plugin for the countdown timer, and it has a little check box for scene, and then I pick which scene it displays on, and I told it to display on starting scene, and this is the starting scene, but guess what? It's not displaying there. It's only displaying on my main desktop screen. Why? Source. There's a source drop down. Oh, I need to create a new source. Is this source supposed to be a text? I'm going to assume it's a text. So we'll say that this is the OBS countdown. I'm just going to click OK. I'm going to choose Ops Countdown. The list. Ops Countdown is here. I need to push play so that it appears over there. Cool. All right, so now it's in Ops Countdown. I am going to copy pasta as a reference. Go back to desktop. Why are you still in chat? Because it overwrote the text in that source. How dare you? I can't believe you. Anyway, we'll have OBS countdown down here too. I know that I had a countdown something or other. Browser source. For stream ending, I believe is what I called it. This ending countdown timer. Enhance. Unlock. Put OBS countdown inside of here. The ending in text. And then the OBS countdown will go here instead of this. I don't like that it doesn't have the hours and minutes. Starting soon. I don't like that it doesn't have the hours and minutes abbreviation like my other one does. I like this one so much better. But we're going to make our own, and it's going to be great as soon as we figure out how. Okay, anyway, that's done. Taken care of. We can move on. Oh, no, we need to change our chat title. Chat title should say chat. Okay. Okay, are we good now? I think I'm back. All right, so going through chat. Dukasoft posted 2 dad jokes. What do you call a troublesome Canadian high schooler? A poutine. I don't know what that means. I don't get that one. So I think he posted another one because he didn't get it either. I don't trust sushi. There's something fishy about it. Truth. Mojo was first after I started the stream. Dukasoft was first before I started the stream. After the day started. I put your didn't count, not yours. The yada yada was because I was in a meeting after the stand-up, and I was like, we had a 2.5-hour discussion yesterday to my PM, and you kept me longer than my normal end of work day, so I'm gonna go now. And then brought up some more stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna go now. And then I left. Anyway. Yeah, and I think the reason you didn't see it on your phone, Mojo, was because he chatted before the stream even started. And Good VJ is here. Hello, Good VJ. Mojo counted him being first anyway and said that he'll be here 2 hours early next time. I have 40k points. We're going to finish making the thing that will use some of your points, and hopefully it'll be fun. I got some stuff to work. I tested a few things. But we're going back to the status that we were at the end of the stream on Monday, and I'll show you what that was. I laughed. Why am I chatting? Abadouse is here. I'm going to say his name every different possible way every time. And Juan Van is here. Hello, Juan Van. Abadus says, oh, well, now I want a timer. It is, and I'll show it to you. Irish John is the one that used it first, I'll say, within our community, or at least that I know. I saw him set his up. So I will give you the URL for the GitHub project for it in a second. You and BitGamey built that? No, we did not build it. I think Avitus was banned last time. Did you ban him? Because I sure didn't ban him. It wasn't me. Picture this. Okay, so where is my Better Kitty Chrome window? we will move you over to this window. And we will go to stream countdown timer. Okay, so this here is the countdown timer that you see in OBS. There are a few ways to get it installed. Number one is to hit download and choose the Windows installer version. Another one, and then run the executable. Another one is to download the .zip and then copy pasta or extract it to your plugin, your OBS plugins folder. This will move it into your OBS plugins folder for you, so you don't have to remember where you installed OBS. It should find it. Then in OBS, you will have a docs countdown timer that looks like this. And then you'll set up some stuff here, whether you want to use hours, minutes, and seconds, just hours, just minutes, just seconds, combination stuff. You can have a message for what happens when it reaches 0. Choose the source that you want the output timer to display in before pressing start, because it will override the current, where did this E come from? Override the current value in that text source. The scene, I don't know what this scene does. I didn't really read the docs. And then you have 2 ways to do it. You can say, I want it to count down from now until a specific time in the future. But I really don't get how to use this either, because I thought that this was like calendar. You pick a starting at 10:30 a.m. kind of thing, which maybe this is actual time in 24-hour format. Who knows? The docs, obviously. But anyway, you set all that stuff up, or you can say, I want it to last for this amount of time. And then you count down to that amount of time. And you set it to 13:30. Let's find out. 1:30 it is. And it'll actually be, so yes, this is a time in the immediate future. So you can't set it for days out, I don't think. But yeah, so there you go. It's counting down. Other things that you can do with it are set hotkeys for how to start and stop it. So you go into settings, hotkeys, and then you can have the buttons for start, pause, and then reset, set and reset. The only time that this performs a reset is when the timer is not currently active. So if the timer is counting down, you cannot reset it. It's kind of weird that they have the start countdown time 2 or countdown 2 time separate than this. It should just be whichever one you have active, but I guess it makes sense if you don't have the doc showing, where you might want to switch between period and time. So I don't know. Choices they made. If you want to know more, use the link and read the docs. But that's just my brief overview on the countdown timer and my experience with it while I was hanging out with Big Gamey and watching him set it up on his stream. You there. Lurk on Bardaki. Porfa. Okay. So back to the stream. Hello, Dukasoft, welcome back. Evidus was banned by one lion 2 days ago. Like, honestly, I don't remember banning him. I haven't pushed the ban button in. It's not even on my screen anywhere. But Avidus said maybe I may. Oh wait, not sure what happened. I assumed it was a glitch or my bad humor that did it. Maybe I said Python greater than C# at some point. Must have misclicked. Yeah, I don't remember banning him. That's funny. I believe you, though. I believe you. How do I give you your reputation back? One Lion Band Abadus at 10:03 on 11/27. Dukasoft unbanned Abadus on 11/27 at 11:35. How in the truck? I mean, it has to be on in the recording. It had to have happened. Yeah, Dukasoft is the good cop. Nice. I like it. How in the truck? Good cop. Hello, Disco. Oh, man. Anyway, did you already do a fancy shout out for Tyndall? You haven't. All right, so here's a shout out for Tyndall for those of you that don't already know him. Tyndall is a .NET developer. He is doing modernizations, upgrades, making things look amazing and awesome using combination of .NET technologies, including .NET 8. Yes, playing around with that. So he's around. Hang out with him. Check out his stream. Follow. Love his content. Give him a thumbs up if you like. Oh wait, wrong service. Anyway, Facepalmy thing. I spent like 45 minutes trying to figure out what my API call wasn't, why my API call wasn't being caught in my controller. And then I saw I was on the wrong freaking URL domain. Says Tyndall, by the way. Wait, what time was he banned? 10:03. Oh, wait, did I say 10:03? Because I would not have been streaming yet by 10:03. 10:03 my time. So that would have been 27 minutes before the start of my stream. My admin controls are on my tablet that has a touch screen, or on my mobile studio. So maybe when I was setting something down, I touched the ban button. And Tyndall says I was accessing the dev tunnel, http://thing-inspect.devtunnel.ms instead of thing.devtunnel, devtunnel.ms. Bad line, no touchy. Maybe I should take that off of my touchscreen. I blame me. I blame this thingy here. This is my lav mic, my wireless lav mic, and I'm still wearing it because I was in a meeting. And I'm pretty sure... No, I was going to say I'm pretty sure that the antenna activates the screen, but it doesn't. Whatever. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun to talk about. So let's talk about where we ended off in the last stream. So I kind of took a detour from doing the design work, but we're still working towards the Finance Man project improvement process, PPP, in case you were wondering. It's a thing. Just check it out. I mean, PIP. Anyway, so the place that we left off was we were trying to get it to be able to get something dirty. I'm on the wrong one. I knew I was going to do that. Let's go this one. I was trying to get to a point where we can see pub sub events happen. And the pub sub events are things like stream redemptions, I'm pretty sure. You can't do that through the regular Twitch client. You have to use the Hub Sub client from Twitch Lib at least. So once the bot is up and running, hopefully the last browser that I touched was this one. So it'll load there. And we will be able to witness something magical. Me drinking water. Best thing ever. Okay, we connect to Twitch. Again. Oh man, I haven't turned it on yet. Hold on, 12 seconds. Is my channel, join on ad. Ad, do the thing. Got it. Okay, now I drink again and again. I will not drink smug face poop. You cannot make me do that. Okay, so cool thing is when we do a redemption, such as a sound alert redemption, we now see we got a channel points redemption message. I mean, we were getting this before, but now we can see what the actual redemption was in the bot. Oh my gosh.
We don't need to print the internet.
No, we don't. We really don't. Save the earth, people. Stop printing the internets. You can still have paper media if you want.
Print the internet.
Just don't print the internet. Save your points, Dukasoft. You're going to need them if you're going to perfect the archery game that we are going to do today. And we're going to do it 100%. It's going to work straight off the bat. We're just going to code it up and it's going to work. It's going to be awesome. Watch us do it. So what we need to do then is create a page for all of our games. Nope, that's Discord bot. I am kind of tired of having everything open, so I am going to close all tabs. Why is the Signal R connection status changed? Got it. 400K per shot. 400K per 3 shots. So it's not that bad. Actually, I am curious, how many points do you have since you've been one of the people that's almost always here and been here the longest? You don't have to tell me if you don't feel like it. Just wondering. Oh yeah, you keep using the it's over 9,000. But it's still over 100,000. That's crazy. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're going to create a games page. Now, there is one thing that has been bothering me, and it is that I have this Discord bot page that I created. And I'm sure I gave it a route at page Discord bot. But, and this is a big but, games. When I try to navigate to it, after it's done doing whatever it's doing, it says 404 page not found. Sorry, there is nothing at this address. And I'm like, yes, there is. Localhost port 7269 /DISCORD BOT, no spaces, No capital letters. Discordbot. Yes, there is. Promise you there is. This is like, it's been like that since we started reworking on the bot. So I've even closed Visual Studio and reopened. I updated Visual Studio this morning, actually. And yeah, clean and rebuilt a few times. So let's see if games. Nope. See, it's not even seeing the games page. The only page that we can get to is @page/. And why is that? Are we somehow getting redirected in one of these components? So this is what we're going to spend today doing. We're not going to be able to get to the UI. And I knew that this was a thing, but as soon as we fix it, I have one more surprise. Oh, I love surprises. Don't you love surprises? Like that follow that we just got. Thank you so much for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. If you are interested in what we normally do on this channel, you can feel free to check out the project. That is the project that we put together during the stream over the past 200 and some odd days. Or 200 and some odd streams, I should say. And that the main portion of the app is complete. It's fully functional. We can actually use it if we wanted to starting now. But what we shifted to is redesigning the user interface and user experience in general for the application. Figma. Because I am not a UI designer, not by a long shot, but I want to get better at it. But we have created a couple of Fig Jams, and we already had the Figma design page. Why are we here? Oh, because here they are. Interesting. So here are our redesign ideas in how to improve the user interface for the application itself. And then the original application design can be found. And this one I've shared with persons. Wireframing in Figma. I am super duper blind. It's like, was there a different section that I needed to change to get here the right way? Right, and the reason it isn't is because I still have my user secrets. Like, I have one client ID code in one of my authorization helper. I have it down here, and the client ID is not that bad. It's just that, no, I don't know where it is, dang it. But I have it here. It's not terrible to have. It's just that it would be better if I had a more secure way of storing it and providing it. Hola, sudden gun. Long time no see. Long time since I have been able to tune in during working hours. Yeah, and I don't blame you. No judgment against you. And even if you had the time to come here during working hours, or if I was doing outside of working hours and you just didn't feel like showing up, I wouldn't judge you then either. But I appreciate you being here now. Hello and welcome. I'm trying to solve an issue with my application not being able to see these two routes. See any route other than index. Aw. Sudden Gun says, I'm remote now. Now I can listen to your soothing voice as you work through your app. I appreciate you saying that my voice is soothing, but I think it's annoying. But I'm not you, so you can like it if you want. I don't. It's a weird voice. It's stuff. Yeah, I want to share the Twitch bot, and I will share the Twitch bot. I promise. I don't know how to do it in a way that keeps you from being able to access my Twitch bot. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do have it set up correctly. All of this stuff needed to connect to my channel and my Twitch dev thing is in user secrets on the server apps. Nice. Sold. So Tigasoft said, if you like One Lion's voice, you can listen to it all night on his YouTube. That sounds terrible. I do not recommend. Cannot recommend. Oh dear. Anyway. So yes, secrets, stuff like that. Whatever I was trying to say. So I need to resolve this issue though. And as soon as we resolve this, I will be able to show a thing. I don't know what thing, but I'll be able to show a thing. So let's just put a H1 games. And Bing show thing. Let's figure out what is going on. First of all, I will poll you. You do not have to answer. Anytime that I ask chat a question, there is no obligation for anyone to come out of lurk or anyone that is actively watching and participating to answer. That said, has anyone encountered an issue in Blazor, in a Blazor app, that does not allow you to route or to see routes that are in a different Razor class library? I'm pretty sure I have it configured correctly. Oh my goodness, I do not have it configured correctly. I should quit development, quit software development. Wait. Interesting. Okay, so this is why I didn't think that I needed this. And I'm remembering the thought process. Normally, if you need to specify a separate component library that has your routes, you have to use this additional assemblies, provide an array of assemblies. And then it would be able to pick up all of the routes for any Blazor components within that separate Blazor component library. But this initial app assembly is type of app, and app is this Blazor component library's app.razor file. So I thought it would already know how to use this router with this Blazor component library instead of only relying on the running client application or the main application that's running the code. So if this works, then we can move on. And I know it's going to work. It's not even a matter of if, it's just it's going to work. So we go home. There are no actual issues. We're already authorized. Wait, there is an issue. An item with the same key is already added.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So it's telling me I have 2 index pages now being added. So like I was really interested in how is it even possible that it's picking up this page, this routable page, if it didn't know to find all of my routable pages or any of my routable pages in Blazor UI. Because I don't have an index or a @ page / anywhere else. So looking at my list of results, there is only one @ page / by itself. And so what it seems like it did is it used the app assembly to find index route. What is my / route? And it's using the additional assemblies within this component library, and it's finding @ page / games / Discord bot. So if I do it this way, I don't get routes for any of my other pages. Route discovery, I should say. Did you not build? Unless it really did need a rebuild. And I just didn't do that. You know what? Let's try that first. Just gonna stop, save, rebuild. Oops. And drink some milk. Stop and save. Right. I don't think I actually approved this. Oops. Okay, so yes, still have what looks like the same issue. An item with the same key has already been added to, which is Blazor UI pages index. Actually, we only need this first part. Blazor component library, additional assemblies. Yeah, this is going to be really hard to do a search for because obviously the issue is that you have multiple @ page attributes for the same route. Okay, here's what we're going to do instead real quick. We're going to create a brand new Blazor .NET 7 WebAssembly application, add a separate component library, and then point the app.razor startup stuff to that. Because that's what we're doing here, right? This is Blazor UI.app. This. Create a new. Blazor WebAssembly. Hold me tender, be true. Eat some chicken. The end. That's how it goes. Okay, so we want a new Blazor class library. And for those of you that don't know how to separate your Blazor components into a separate Blazor class library, this is how. Create a new project, add a Blazor class library, call it whatever you want. So definitely use .NET 8 if you have the option to now. We will be, but right now I'm just using what I currently have in my existing app so that we can test some things. Okay, so since this is where all of our UI is going to be coming from, we need a reference to it in client when you're using the Blazor WebAssembly template. So I just created a reference to it, and we want app.razor to now be inside of that, all of our pages and shared. And typically all of the contents of your UI except for index.razor and maybe fave. Actually I am going to move fave icon. Okay, step 1 complete. Step 2 is to now tell program CS that app.razor here, or app by itself, is coming from our external class library, external Razor component library, Razor class library, Blazor component library, call it what you will. We don't need, oh, actually we do want this, the contents of this index imports in here. And then instead of component, we would do Blazor UI. Simple. Hello, Ghost Brain. I don't know anything about C# other than it used to be J#, but I will keep this tip in mind. Are you indicating that C# is JavaScript or Java, but for .NET? This is probably not. Wait, what did you? Oh, this file is down here. We're deleting it. Okay, so app is now pointing to this. And in order to get routable pages, here we need to do additional assemblies in app.razor in our shared component library. Additional assemblies. Why aren't you giving me IntelliSense? Back in the day, Microsoft directly ripped Java off and called it J#, but Sun sued them, so they changed the way functions work and renamed it to C#. Yeah, I don't know the true history, so if that's true, I'm not super surprised, but also, I mean, it is its own beast now. It's its own language monster. Right, I know what's going on. You also need to move package reference. Do we need a package reference? No, we shouldn't need a package reference in order to get everything to resolve. Like router, for example. Anyway, we'll figure out what's going on there in a second. Type of .assembly. Okay. Do you build? it does not build. Ah, right. And then everywhere that uses hold me tender.shared. Oh, duh. This thing needs a reference to shared. I forgot about that. And since, because of the transitive property, we don't need a direct reference to shared from the client since it will inherit that from the Blazor UI reference. Okay, so that should fix that. Anyone else angry? Are we happy now? We're happy now. Okay, so this is the test. After doing that, which is all that's needed in order to use a separate Razor class library with routes as your main UI for any kind of application that connects to it, you use the same app.razor and the same layout. Oh, I guess there are some things that I'm missing, which is these two need to be underscore content slash hold me tender Blazor UI CSS. Same thing with the icon. And then I think inside of main layout.css, nav menu.css, app.css. Okay, here it is. We also need to tell it to use the underscore content as well. All right, that should be it then. Why didn't you load? cd into the hold me tender server .now watch. And if we get the same error, then I need to move index.razor somewhere else, which would be stupid because I mean, this is exactly how I'm doing all of my other applications. They have a shared Blazor UI library. No error. No error whatsoever. I guess I mean like open iconic errors. Does that mean that we don't actually use the /? Excuse me, who's trying to use open iconic and what is your header information? UI/CSS, right. No, I'm back. Okay, now we have 0 errors. The application loaded the way that it was supposed to. So I don't exactly know what is going on with the multiple index pages issue that we're currently seeing. So ignoring that, since we need to be able to show our Blazor UI in an OBS browser source, like if I tried to add a browser source for our currently running app, which is you, like so. Here is my browser source. Let's just make it the whole size. 1920 by 1080. We should see an error on the screen that says we can't run. Oh, it's not showing. Okay, interact. Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting anything in the page at all. Oh, here it is, loading. And then there. But watch this just be the same error that we were getting. Give me a second. Animated Realms bot, program CS. Razor, remove this, save, rebuild. Oh, I'm missing some chat. Ghost Brain was also saying, oh yeah, C# is awesome. My company's application is built on it pretty extensively, but if you're utilizing Microsoft Infra and APIs, it's kind of a no-brainer. True. But for me, I just absolutely love Blazor and being able to write HTML code, CSS, and then use C# to control what is being displayed in real time. It's so nice. Why does it say version 6 if you're building version 7? Where? I didn't see it. Maybe it was in the other app. Mirror analysis perspective. I've seen an error like that pop up when a .NET version is misreferenced in the manifest.json. Oh, down here in my console. Yes, you are absolutely right. So let's see. Am I still targeting Net 6? Okay, so I am still targeting Net 6 with my bot. The main financial management application, which is why the ticker at the bottom down here says .NET 7. Oh, it could be a .NET 6 specific error. Should we just go ahead and upgrade to .NET 7? I mean, we're going to go to .NET 8 eventually, so how about we just go straight to .NET 8? Eight. Okay, no bot for however long this takes. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let's test this thing really, really fast, but I am definitely going to 8. And we are. We're doing it live. I will push my changes. Oh yeah, Dukabot is here. Dukabot. Best non-bot bot. And I already broke something else. Can we do a .NET clean, please? .NET watch. New dad joke. Dad joke says, I was looking at my ceiling. Not sure if it's the best ceiling in the world, but it's definitely up there. Sudden Gun fell over laughing. Or at least he lost his ass. Okay, here we go. So this is what it looks like when it is running there. Jokebot. Refresh. Yeah, so that is awesome. You can't really see it. Let me create a new group. Call this the bot. And we will add a color source. That is, for now, dark mode. Oh, we're not going to be able to see. It has to be light mode. I'm sorry. I apologize for any inconvenience it may cause you. What? Nice. Okay, so we have a color source. It goes behind the bot. And then we move the bot behind everything else. Let's put it behind cameras. Actually, keep... Oh, this is definitely going to need to be on top of everything, though. So we'll just ignore that for now. But it's going to be on top of everything. But you can see that the bot is now there. So if I then... Can we, did I fix it? No. Still doesn't exist. Blue screen. I was about to push stop on the stream because I thought I was done with this. All right, so we're going to go to .NET 8 now that we know that everything is working the way that we want it to. This is going to be, don't stage this yet. Oh, sorry. Don't stage this yet. Instead, stage this. And then we'll get to that in a second. This one was added games page updated signal or stuff, something like that. And then this one is added .NET 8 Blazor web app, which you guys didn't see yet, but we are going to do that together. So first thing is I want to upgrade all of my existing application versions to .NET 8. To do so, we just change all of our target frameworks to target framework 8, current solution. And we now need to update all of our NuGet packages so that they are .NET 8 compatible. NuGet packages. This NuGet thing is like half of my job. Jeez. Just like at my real job. I feel like I'm helping. Awesome. Glad you can feel that. So yes, .NET 8, .NET 8. What are you? Do we need to update you? Right. This is Broken Sword bot stuff. So I don't really want to change the Broken Sword bot stuff yet because I haven't really played with it. But this is all of the Discord bot stuff. And besides, I need to clone his new repository for the bot so that we can fix it. Okay, so those are fine. And it's usually because of a KB. I don't know what it is, but I know the sound it makes when our product falls over. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah, okay. So the thing that you just saw on screen, in case you're curious about that and you have never seen it before, you may have seen them earlier in chat, but Thindle has created a Visual Studio extension that will hide your values when you are showing XML formatted or JSON formatted documents in Visual Studio. This is great if you present and you have the likelihood of accidentally going into your user secrets while you are presenting, let's say on a stream. Oh no, and this would actually be bad if you guys were able to see, because this is my actual Twitch bot, client secret and client ID stuff. So it does a really, really good job of it. If your JSON happens to be malformed, instead of showing everything and just breaking, it hides everything because it doesn't know how to parse it, and better safe than sorry. Yes, I don't know why it likes to block NuGet. It's so weird. Banned. I love NuGet. Oh wait, nope. I'm thinking NuGet. I love NuGet too. Three Musketeers is my third favorite candy bar, I would say. Anyway, there you go. That is whatever it's called. Don't dox yourself. No dox. Second time, see? Bad humor. Terrible. Can this extension be used in VS Code? I don't think he's created a VS Code version of it. Man. Thindle, if you're still around, are you thinking of making a VS Code version? Is it available for VS Code already? Yeah, I think it's only for Visual Studio at the moment. Oh, why am I trying to reload the page? We're not done yet. Okay, so we are in the process of updating NuGet packages for everything except for the Discord bot. So I'm going to select everything and then disselect all of the Discord bot stuff. Web jobs is another one for the Discord bot. This one is okay. Cool. Twitch lib. We'll go ahead and update Twitch lib. Why not? And Newtonsoft. Sure. All right then. Update. Watch how fast I can read. Oh, I've read all of them. Yeah, it definitely is an excellent extension. The funny story about it was he published it to the store the day after I doxed myself. And it was the only time I had ever doxed myself on stream. It was crazy times. And then he told me about it the next day. And it wasn't like he was waiting for me to dox myself or anything. It was just how it turned out. It was funny. Why aren't you guys acting like you got updated? All right, so it looks like there are some project references in the, oh, dang it. Wait, yeah, there's some project references to the Discord bot somewhere. So I need to get rid of those project references. Let me just make sure that all of the updates did successfully finish. Dude. All right, do just EF core. Let me make sure my databases got updated. They did. Yeah, Control Shift S. Save everything, please. All right, update entity framework. Stop telling me that you can't update entity framework. I will cut you. I will destroy you. One at a time then. Design. SQL Server. Have you ever had to do it this way, Ghost Brain? Since you said you do a lot of NuGet package updating, where you select all the packages you want to update, but you still have to individually select some of them because one of them fails for whatever reason every time. It's rather annoying. Ah, dang it. Okay, good. So the reason that this one didn't go is because there is a .NET 6 HTTP client in the Discord bot, so that's fine. Who is referencing Discord bot? No, this is something else. Shared models. You can't reference shared models. For now, let us yeah, we'll just unload. I was going to exclude from the solution, but let's just unload them. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Let's build. Anyway, so that's the process of upgrading to .NET 8 from .NET 6. Change the target framework, update your NuGet packages. The end. Used to be so much harder. Look, we have a build succeeded. So now let's see if we can do this the way that we think it's supposed to be done, which is add additional assemblies, new array, type of app dot razor or dot assembly dot razor, and run the app. Oh, do I still have a global JSON, globals JSON in my project structure? because it might try to build using .NET 6. No, it's using .NET 8. Maybe that was specifically Finan that I did that with, so that it would use .NET 7 instead of .NET 8 Preview when I had Preview installed. Yeah, there is no globals.json. No globals.json. And then Finan doesn't have it? Does have it. Okay. Yeah, so we'll need to change this as well since I no longer have .NET 8 Preview. Then we can just let it use the latest version of .NET that I have installed. But here we are. Discord bot. Yes, everything works. Wait, everything does not work. Excuse me. Excuse me. Are you sailing across the river? Why didn't that... What? What? So then Ghostbrain responded to me saying, no, we're much lazier than that. We just go back and add references to the manifest to address any version we can. Nice. And I could have just went into all of the CS projes or maybe have a build.props. Okay, one more clean. .NET clean. It didn't pick up my additional assemblies. At least it didn't complain about multiple registrations of the same component. Dukasov said, I've never seen that. And I'm happy that I haven't. If only someone made a clip of that. Of what? The Mojo's statement, probably. Originally, it had 3 pieces in one whoa, where am I? Originally, it had 3 pieces in one package flavored chocolate. Oh, flavored chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Hence the name, which was derived from the 1844 novel, The Three Musketeers of Alexander Dumas. Didn't know that about the Three Musketeers candy bar. I've only ever had the one flavor. A clip of me doxing myself. Yeah, because, you know, we want to encourage making people feel like idiots on this channel. No. Bad. This channel is all about lifting each other up. Dang it. Ghostbrain says, I'm trying to learn a bit more though, because I have an idea which would necessarily leverage C# pretty heavily, mostly for API work between 80 ADCs, Azure, Active Directory, and Active Directory. What is CS in that? I don't know what that is. Bearing in mind the fix I mentioned is because I'm not a dev and I often deal with break-fix situations due to things like infrastructure patching, certificate services. Gotcha. So we offer a couple FedRAMP products for sure. Oh, because I am terrible at reading these in order. Abida said, infrastructure patching, do you work for the government? We offer a couple FedRAMP products for sure, but it sounds like you work for a private sector company who has the ability to do business with government agencies. So that's cool. Oh, I'm still trying to check this out. Why? Now it's worse. It's even worse than it was before. How is that possible? Blazor UI app is my starting component, my root component, which is this thing here. We've added additional assemblies in order to get the routing. What if I removed it now? since we are now .NET 8. And actually, are you using the .NET 8 runtime or SDK? Tell me. Tell to me. Determining projects to restore. I mean, I see that the output that it was doing was to debug /net8. So it's got to be, right? And now the... Wait, what? It's in use? We're going to do this. It's a cryptography thing. It's not fun. Should have finished university. I mean, so I finished university and I don't feel like I needed it. This is the thing that I often say when I talk about my experience with college. It was that I'm glad for the experience because it helped me become or shape more of my desire to buckle down and get things done under pressure. Not desire, sorry, my ability to. So it taught me work ethic. It taught me how to just get things done. And I don't think I would have gained those skills as quickly as I did had it not been for university. But as far as learning topics and concepts and the ability to do research, I'm pretty sure I could have picked that up without university. As long as I had the initial desire to do something like software development, for example. But also, I started university in the year 2000, which is a long, long time ago, and we didn't have as many resources as we do now, especially easily accessible online resources that are free. 2000? Yeah. So, there's that. Clean. I'm doing another clean. You can call me Mr. Queen, Mr. Queen. And you, my loyal subjects, will submit. CD into the hosted apps, hosted API. .NET Watch. I went for software engineering, but I got bored in the base classes. Like I took a design course where the final was write a love letter to your favorite designed object. And frankly, I was kind of fried on it. Totally understand. I really, really hated the undergrad courses. But again, the thing that I got out of it was work ethic and completing a thing that I said I would finish. I failed a lot in university. My overall GPA is quite low, but if you look at only my GPA for my core classes, it's 3.7 or something like that. So the core classes being the ones that are relevant to my major. I'm writing a love letter to financial management tracker. Oh dear. And there was a shout out for Irish John Games not too long ago. Thank you, Dukasoft, for that. I usually lurk on his stream every weekday, and I'm sometimes there on Saturdays, but he streams Monday through Saturday, or if you want Saturday through Friday, but skipping Sunday, or Thursday through... Anyway, does it increase your budget, the love letter to Finance Man? Of course it does. But anyway, his streams start about a half hour after my stream ends. But I lurk on a lot of people's streams. And right now there's a lot of really, really good streamers that I love hanging out on their stream and actually participating with them. But everyone from Finite, Singularity, Red Cabin Games, Bardaki, Clayman Dev, Tim Bodette, Code Red Games. Yeah, all of these really, really, really cool people, very talented. So I'm scared to push this button. I'm kind of tired of it not working. Son of a... And why is router suddenly broken? My goodness. Rebuild. Oh my goodness. Wait, it doesn't need an app because additional assemblies is a C# property. Never mind. I was thinking that I kept forgetting the @ symbol on this, but it's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Somebody tell this to work so we can just do this page already. I didn't actually mean it that we were going to be spending the whole stream on just trying to get a route working. The other thing I could do is just recreate the project. Okay, no error, and the page doesn't exist. You know what? You can go find a... Okay, let's try this instead. I set up, in order to figure out whether we could do it or not, is suddenly my nose is stuffed and I sounded like I got a stuffy nose. In order to figure out if we can do it or not, I created a .NET 8 application that uses the exact same user interface that the original application does. You guys by now should know that that's how I operate: one UI, many application types. So I created a new .NET 8 Blazor web app using that template, and I chose server and client, but I have it set to auto. So we're going to see what happens when I run that app instead. One UI to rule them all. You mean rule them all. CD into Blazor web app, .NET watch. Okay, we're going to see what this does. Maybe the router works in the .NET 8 Blazor web app template that's using the same Blazor UI project. And if it does, we're going with that. We're going to move on to the next thing. Please just work. On a guy. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. Move on. And if I refresh. Okay, we got a thing. We got some UI. And if I connect. Oh yeah. I do have an issue where I'm not getting redirected. And I'm sure it's the difference between having a Blazor WebAssembly and a Blazor server app. And so the navigation manager is not redirecting correctly from that. But the other thing that wasn't working for me was Signal R, and that's why I didn't want to use this yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. I still want to know if it is connecting. I don't think it is. Yeah, because the other thing that I remembered is clicking this button doesn't actually fire any events. And so it's got to be something to do with the way the Blazor web app template is set up, that the original way that I set things up doesn't quite work with it. That said, any thoughts on how I can get my router to work? First of all, why did I lose the Roslyn compilers? Is it a Linksys router? It is a Netgear Nighthawk. I'm sure pushing to GitHub will fix it. Okay, fine. added or updated to .NET 8. Commit and push. I don't think it is. So like, again, the only place that I have something that could be bad is the stream client ID. And again, this is not something that needs to be protected. I did cycle it a couple of times. You shouldn't share it really, but at the same time, if the client itself is not authorized to access, then yeah, anyway. You guys will see that in the URL. It's on Twitch now. Yeah, I can recycle it still multiple times if I see other bots trying to use my Twitch thing and do stuff like ban people. Unless that's what happened. Someone else saw my client ID. They set up their own Twitch bot, logged in as me. Although my account isn't the one that can log in using that. It's a different account. I don't know. Don't mind me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So anyway, point is, I pushed it, closing and reopening one more time. And not only that, I am going to go ahead and delete C drive, repos, git, one lion, automated realms bot, aka Twitch bot, automated realms bot, and I'm going to delete all bin or obj folders not minus object model. Okay, so this allows me to this search syntax here, which if you don't know Windows search syntax for File Explorer, it's pretty handy. Oh, except I missed a. Oh wow, my fingers are not in the right place. Missed a parent. Okay, so this will give me all obj or bin folders without giving me the object model folder. And I don't really have object model in here. I think that is just the name of one of our folders in my work product. And that's why I always filter out. But sometimes it seems like it's something provided by Git. I never looked it up, never cared to. But anyway, this is another way of doing clean. Just delete your bin and obj folders manually. Oh, just finish. I hate it when it does this. 99%, 0 seconds left, 0 items remaining. But I'm gonna sit here for an extra 5 minutes so you can feel the pain. Twitch bot, please. Okay. Okay. Do we have syntax highlighting back? Kind of looks like no. Oh, yes. Yes, we do. For how long? All right. All right. So that's a good step forward. I am now rebuilding my .NET 8 application. And while we're waiting for that, I will navigate to the API, hosted API. Now watch. And we're ready. Go. Do magic. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? I don't see any errors so far, but the test is, can we navigate to /Discord bot? No, we cannot. I'm confused. What am I doing incorrectly? I'm going to delete my app.razor file and recreate it. I'm feeling your pain, says Disco. Why does it say that there's a change? It should be the exact same file. Yeah, there are no changes. It's probably timestamp thing or encodings. Okay, fine. Sure. All right, what do you say? Route? No route. Gosh. Oh my gosh. So we took a step backwards. At least before, when I was adding the additional assemblies, it was discovering index twice. And now it's not even discovering /games and /Discord bot. No, I don't know. All right. So we know that we're definitely on the right project with the right layout. Maybe. Okay, how about this? Do you even lift, bro? Know the game's component. Oh, games probably need some oh no, it's got content. It's got a H1 tag. Aha. If we see an element that just says games, then we know that it's not interpreting the games component as a Blazor component. Aha. Therefore, deleting. Recreating. Should fix that issue. Hello? Oh, there it goes. Oh my gosh. Why isn't it treating games.razor correctly? What's your namespace? I'm so confused. Let's create a new component named something different. Add new item. Blazor component. Something different. Just leave it like that for now. On index. Oh. Oh. Why didn't you tell me? Something different. Component. Okay. It was almost like they were in a different namespace. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, of course it doesn't have a property with at. Fix it. Okay, so here's something different. Why didn't games show up still? So I fixed games, and it's still not rendering correctly. And the difference was that I added something different. Yeah, cool. Using the add new file dialog box. Oh, and it doesn't have a page directive. Let me try page directive first. Actually, I just did. And we can get to it. Oh my goodness, we're one step closer. Now we just need the games component to work. So if we add new item, Blazor component, games, like this, then it should render. You can do it. It does not render still. Why? Because games is still broken. So how about we create a new component called games view, or games page. Because the other thing that we did was rename the Discord bot page. Games 2. Salute. Wouldn't it be weird if there's a thing that, no, it's not working. A thing that I'm overlooking where perchance, I mean, it worked still, but where perchance naming the component the same name as the route causes issues. I'm going to try some other one using the add new item. And we're going to make sure that it renders. Oh, and it's because I don't have a games component. It's called games page now. Some other one. We'll make sure it renders. There's games. My chat just disconnected, so I have no idea if you guys are saying anything. Save. OF5. Dukasoft said anything. Okay, so one thing that I'm just now noticing, and I think you guys are too, is, and I could just be doing something wrong, using the add new file pop-up, this thingy here, add new item, and creating a Blazor component is not working. At least not for me. When I use add new item, Razor component. Some other 1, 2. Oh, and then use it. Oh my goodness, I can't type. How reload? How reload? Hot reload. It did hot reload. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this thing isn't just cooperating with me, but it doesn't matter. We have game view now. That's all I care about. Game view is not going to use a layout. We can rename something different. Actually, do I even need this? I'm just going to rename it. Discord bot page. I'm going to break everything by renaming it, of course. Some other 1, 2 can go away. I don't like you. It was originally called Discord bot page. So my theory of the route being the same as the component name, nope, not a thing. Okay, games page, here we go. That took a lot. Our games page is going to have a null layout. I saved too fast. Wait, what? Isn't that a thing? Blank layout. And here I am creating another Blazor component using the add new file. What are you supposed to put at the top of these? Layout component base. Okay, so instead of null layout, it's going to be layout or blank layout. This is what I said. I really thought you could do at layout null, unless I'm thinking of Razor pages. Okay, here is our game page. Goodness grievous. So on our game page, we need a few things. We need a backing CSS, games page .razor .ss, and we need this to compile. Whoops. We need this to compile to CSS using magic buttons on my keyboard. And we need an overall wrapper that I'm going to put everything in. Games wrapper. And my games wrapper is going to take up, ID. I wanted to start using IDs for the top level things. Yeah, Sass is a lot nicer than just straight up CSS, in my opinion. You still need to know CSS, but it still feels very clean to me. So display position fixed inset 0. And so if we make you a background of pinku, then you'll see that this entire page, once we recompile with our new scope CSS, and use the right rule, Let's get connected so that we can actually see chat coming in. Okay. Why are you being mean? Okay, we have the right CSS in there. I called it Games Wrapper ID. And app. Oh, oh my goodness. There's one thing that you need in your layout, and that is the actual content placeholder. Oh dear. All right, so here's our games wrapper. That should have a CSS styles attached to it, but doesn't. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Why is nothing just working? Tell it to go. Did I spell something incorrectly? Div ID games wrapper. In my Sass games wrapper. This is the symbol for select an ID, an element with the ID, games wrapper, and style it with the following properties. Position fixed. Inset 0 just means top, left, bottom. I said that backwards. Top, right, bottom, and left are all set to 0. So it fits to the entire screen. And background, Pinku. So why don't we see styles for it? Position. Fixed. Inset 0. Background. Pink. This is what we should be seeing. Why aren't we seeing this? Am I somehow not importing my isolated CSS? No, I am. And in the response, why don't I see the response? Oh, in my sources, do we see CPP bundle? I mean SCP bundle. Oops. Darn it. So in WPF, I think the position works left, top, right, bottom. But in CSS, it's top, right, bottom, left, which is weird. Games page. Okay, look at this. We have a games page in our bundled isolated CSS file. And it still has games wrapper with the dash. So it did not take the new fixed. Oh my gosh. Why aren't you hot reloading and stuff? This is going to be a really, really tedious process if we lost Sass hot reload. Or I guess it's called CSS autosync. Here we go. Connect with Twitch. Un león. There we go. Okay, so we got some styles applied. Now, can I change this and get some CSS autosync, please? Yes, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so background is going to be transparent because we don't want this to affect. Disco's like, yes. Thank you for suffering with me. I apologize for putting you through this, but I also appreciate your camaraderie, your commiseration. All right. Our div will be sure to have a transparent background so that when I turn on my bot and I tell my bot that it should be at page what is this called? /games. Then we can see the bot. And for some reason, the bot still has, oh, duh, the color source behind it. All right, cool. So we're doing good. What happens when I add some content here? A H1 that is hello squirrel. Spell squirrel. And I think we just saw that the browser source updated as well with hot reload. That is awesome. I was not expecting that. The OBS browser source updates with hot reload. I'm excited about that. Almost. We got time. Here's what I want to do. I want to manually place a couple of boxes. So div, we're going to call this one, actually it's going to be a class, but it will get an ID of your username so that there is only ever one of you on the screen. But anyway, this is going to be the archer. And then div target. And so now inside of here, we want something targeting archer. And it's going to be a square that is positioned bottom. Let's do 1 rem just to see how that does. And right is going to be specifically, since I know that for now we're just going to size it to a 1920 by 1080. Oh yeah, you can't see it yet. Maybe I should, since we are only looking at the bottom portion. Oops, no, you can stay all the way up. I will make the entire bot group like this. Okay, we're only trying to work in this area here. And in fact, we're specifically trying to work within this area. So I just clipped the bot group. So that it's only taking up the space that we want it to. Now we see Lionhead. So then a right of specific width. So this thing says on my mouth, 263 pixels is the minimum. So 263 pixels plus, let's just do another 30 pixels, 293 pix. We'll give it a height of, I don't know, 20 pixels and a width of 20 pixels. And because it's the archer, we're going to make it Duke of Soft Brown. Wow, that's tiny. But it showed up. It's right there. I'm so excited about this. We'll make it 10 times. 10 times might be too much. Maybe 4 times the height. All right, so this is the archer. This is kind of what the thought is. And then of course the target is going to be position absolute as well, bottom one rem. It's going to be smaller, of course. And its actual position is going to be left 50%, and it's going to be calculated, or no, it isn't. It's going to be transformed to translate. So it's going to be somewhere between, actually it should be right, shouldn't it? It's going to be somewhere between halfway across the screen, which you can see there, and we don't even need this minus 50. Var rand distance or something. And so we're going to define rand distance up here as a custom property. And it's going to be the passed in rand distance. And if there is no predefined rand distance, then we will set it to, I don't know, 100 pixels. And so we need it to be offset in the negative direction. Oh, you know what? I will just give it a negative direction. And I think maybe I can't use the same property name inside. So we'll call this use rand distance. Come on, there it goes. It moved. I saw it. Did you see it? 200. And this way, the last thing that I'm going to do just for our fun is I'm going to have a input type text equals, actually, no, I'm just going to make it a button. Button on click, set rand distance. Oh my gosh, I'm doing JavaScript suddenly. Set random distance. I'm so excited about this. Why does time have to be up? And the text is going to be set random distance. There is no set rand distance yet. So let's make that method real quick. Private void. And then the thing that we're going to do is have an inline style that's going to be dash dash rand distance is I'm forgetting how to do code because I'm excited it's working. That's not how you do that. Quotation mark, close. And this is going to be our distance in pixels. Let's make it a double. Distance equals negative 100. And so our new distance is going to be something between negative, let's say 600 and negative 100. And so now every single time we push the set rand distance button, which you guys, oh, I need to position it somewhere that you can see it. Just imagine it's there. I'm going to interact with it. Click the button. Oh, come on. I need a state is changed. I shouldn't because I'm modifying a value that's being used in the UI. Yeah, I don't think the actual click is happening. So instead, what I'm gonna do is on initialize, unless it needs to rebuild. Okay, so override on initialized, set random distance. Oh, duh. I know what it was. Units, man. Needed to put units. I bet you it was working. I got nothing. Oh, it's so close. Render mode interactive server. I told it to do auto, so it should just work, right? Or not even. We're in a Blazor WebAssembly project specifically. How about refresh? Refresh. Refresh. Ah, man. Refresh. Like, the thing that I guess I'm interested in is it's actually setting. Oh, it didn't take my changes. Why are you not taking my changes? I told it to do pixels. You're good now. Do you say pixels? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do itashimashita. Refresh. There. Now you see it showing up in different places. And now what happens if I push the button? Yes, and the button does work. Okay, so we have everything set up to be able to have you do it. Oh, I guess the other thing that I need to do next is to set up so that if you do some kind of redeem, then the app gets a notification that there was a redeem, and then this shows up. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so cool. And so the point of this, if you weren't here for the original idea, is once we get this guy spawned,
We don't need to print the internet.
we don't. And then you would get an archer. So you will be at a fixed position on this side of the screen, probably a little further in, not super close to my shoulder like that. You can scoot over some. We'll have some way to represent you. Maybe it'll be an actual 2D sprite, a 3D sprite that we'll somehow do in Blazor, by the way. The thing on the left here would be a target that you're going to aim for. And in chat for now, I want to see if there's a way that we can make it more interactive without needing to use something like itch. But in chat, you will type an angle between negative, let's say negative 80 and positive 80, and a power. And that will, once you shoot, then it will launch your arrow. And actually, yeah, it'll still be like one command for it. So the bot will say type bang shoot space angle space magnitude. It'll launch an arrow and try to hit the target. And if you hit the target, you get points of some sort. Probably somewhere between 0 and 100. Closer you get to the center, And yeah, you get 3 tries. That's the thought. So we're really close. We're getting there. And the target will not move in between. However, what might be fun is another mode where the target is just moving, and then you'll have to figure out how to deal with the lag to aim and shoot so that it fires at the right time. Anyway, no. One mode only so far, and that's just you're going to launch your arrow, try to hit the target because you're amazing shots. It's going to be fun. Oh, I'm so glad we got this far. I can go back to work. I'm just going to be working an extra 10 minutes at the end of my day, which usually ends up being on Wednesdays an extra half hour because we have a meeting at the end of the day. So, yeah. So what's up? What's going on? Let's go see our friend Simple Game Dev. Simple Game Dev. Wait, who did I just? Yeah. Simple Game Dev. Man. That Elix. And Clayman and Red Cabin. Bardaki ended his stream. All right. So we're going to head over to Simple Game Dev. He is a Unity developer or a game developer that uses Unity. Definitely feel free to check out his game Artificial on Steam. The bot isn't. The bot's not listening to. Wait, Artificial was a Stream Elements command, I thought. Artificial. Huh. Yeah, it's a Stream Elements command. I don't know why it's not giving us simple stuff. Anyway, we're going to raid out to him. Simple Game Dev. Feel free to join me. I'm almost always lurking on his stream. But this time I'll be a little bit more active than usual. Because I'm usually doing work at the same time. But we'll be back again on Friday. And Fridays on this channel are community days. And what I mean by that is we'll have a Discord voice channel open. We've been thinking about maybe trying to use something like Guest Star in the future. I'm not throwing it out as an option, but for now we'll just keep Discord. So if you want, yeah, that's so weird. Why did that work for you? Lion. Very confusing. Anyway, I only have a few seconds to do this, but I will post the Discord link. I'll post my video to you a recording of this video to YouTube no sooner than 24 hours after I end the stream. And yeah, so Friday we'll have a community day. You can hop onto a Discord voice channel with me, have a conversation verbally. I'll also be paying more attention to chat, but most likely I'll just be working on the bot, making it work, making it do the thing. That's it for me for now. Ciao. Music, microphone.